Hi, okay, so we're up to homework number 4, which is the equation of a line. I think I may have done this already. I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure because it's that kind of time of day where I'm not sure of what I've done or what I haven't done. So I'm going to do this one because I don't think it'll take that long. There's going to be 8 questions here, so maybe I did do this one. So I'm going to make the first few, and then I'll pause and I'll see if I did the other ones on the other lesson. If I did, you can check out the lesson. All right, so for this one, we know that we're going to need to write the equation of a line, and the equation of a line is going to have the format y equals mx plus b, which is the slope-intercept format. All right, well, I give you everything you need. You have m equals 8, and the y-intercept equals negative 2, so obviously that's going to be y equals negative 8x minus 2, or plus negative 2 as well. But you don't really need that double setup, so you can just go ahead and do it this y equals 8x minus 2, and what did I do wrong? I included y twice. I think I did the same thing last time, so that's correct. Next one. Okay, graph this equation. All right, well, if you graph this equation, you're going to start what I mentioned. I definitely remember doing this now. I'm doing it. You want to start with the y-intercept, where that's located, and then you also want to, you got to click the type of line you're going to use, which in this case is linear. You're going to do with a positive 1, and then you're going to follow the path, which is down by 2 and across by 5. All right, and so you're going to do something like that. All right, so that's where we're going to be drawing, but I'm going to have to go into the live mode to do that. So I'm going to have to go into the live mode and do that. Like I said, there was a slight interruption there. Let me get out of this mode and do it. So I'm going to begin by selecting. It's already selected, I think, that it's a straight line. I'm going to put a point at 1, follow my path down by 2, over by 5. That's pretty much it. And do we have to do anything else? I don't think so. Let's see. Submit question. Maybe I didn't grab it. Okay, there it is. Number 3. What's the equation of the line? Okay, well, we need the y-intercept for this one. Now we also need the slope. Okay, not too big of a deal. The slope is obviously it's going to go from 4 down to 0, the x-axis, and then it's go from here to here. It's going down by 2, down by 2. That's a negative 1 slope, basically, right? Down by 4, over by 4, which is a negative 1. So we have everything we need. M is equal to negative 1. The y-intercept is equal to 4. Put that all together. Now, it doesn't matter how you do this. I think it's going to take either one. It's slightly more correct to do y equals negative x plus 4. This is correct, but I think it'll probably also accept negative 1x plus 4. It's the same thing, but not really necessary. Okay, I did take that one. Number 4. What's the graph of y equals 1? Okay, well, y equals 1. Remember that y equals 1, if we wrote this out in its entirety, y is equal to 1. All right, remember what I told you about the Etch-a-Sketch. In the Etch-a-Sketch, I told you that if it only uses one of the knobs, then it's only going to be a horizontal or vertical line. In this case, it's using the Y button. That means it's going to be x is equal to anything, and y will always be 1 no matter what you do. That's what it's saying. Okay, 1, 2, 3 makes no difference. So if you did that, y is 1, x is 1, y is 1, x is 2, y is 1, x is 3, y is 1. You end up with a horizontal slope. Okay, and if you remember the horizontal and 0 contains 0 in the letter, that should also help as well. So we're going to start at 1, and then we're going to just graph like so and hit enter. We got that right. This is easy, actually. 4 out of 8 in no time at all. Okay, what's the equation? All right, this is the opposite version of that prior problem. That was vertical. This is horizontal. Again, with the Etch-a-Sketch metaphor, we're only using one of the knobs. In this case, the X knob. This says that no matter what I have for y, x is always negative 4. X is negative 4, y is 0. X is negative 4, y is 1. X is negative 4, y is 2. X is negative 4, y is 3. Short answer, x is always equal to negative 4. So that's easy. All right, we're good to go. We're more than halfway there. Let's see how far we go before we have to take a pause. Okay, we've got slope of 1. Oh, hey, okay. Now they want us to solve it, but then present it in that other format. They want us to use, again, I think they really want us to use the point slope format, but we don't have to. All right. As long as it'll take it this way, you're illegal. But I'm going to do it both ways just to show you that you would have gotten the same thing either way. First one, y equals mx plus b. We have an x, we have a y, we have a m. So we have everything we need. Negative 6 is equal to 1 times x, mx, plus b. Okay, and solve this out, simplify everything. You're going to have negative 10 plus b. And negative 10 plus 4 will give you negative 6. That's just a logical thing to think about, but you can also add 10 to both sides. You end up with b equaling 4, so you end up with y is equal to 1x plus 4. This is the correct equation. But I'm going to use point slope because they may ask you at some point to use it specifically. I don't plan to do that, but you never know what they're going to do here. Okay, so I don't know why that happened. That's really weird. Let me click into live mode. Well, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, okay, so we're back. I have to leave myself here. Just ignore that. Y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. That's the other version. That's the other equation type, point slope. And we're going to put in our specific things. Y minus negative 6 is equal to 1. X minus negative 10. Okay, remember double minuses means you're going to add. Y plus 6 is done on the left-hand side. The right-hand side, we have to do distributive property. So 1 times x is going to be the same thing. But we're going to take care of this right away too, so we're going to get a 10 here. Subtract 6 from both sides, right? So you're going to get y is equal to x plus 4. Yep, so we get the same thing. So we know what this is. Now you remember last time I put the 1x in. This one I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually put in y equals x plus 4 and see if it'll take it. Oh, I did the same thing I did before, which is I keep including that y. That's a brain fart on my part. It's still correct, but it just wastes time if you do it this way. Number 7. Okay, now we have to connect. This is similar to the earlier video that I posted. So I'm just going to run through the exercise. You want to pause here and try to see if you get the same thing. That would be helpful because now we also have to use the slope to find the equation. So we're going to need everything here. Okay, so pause if you like, and we'll meet on the other side. Okay, I'm assuming you paused. If you didn't pause, that's okay too. The first thing we're going to need to do here is figure out what our slope is going to be. So if I do the slope first, I'm going to need to connect negative 4 with 5 and 4. A little predictum. Negative 4 is here, 5, 4 is here. Positive slope. We know that's what we're going to have to look for. Negative 4 to 4 will be adding 8. That's the delta y. The delta x is negative 4 to 0 to 5, 9. Okay, so we now have our slope of 8 over 9. All right, now we're ready to go. I guess I'll do it one of the two ways. I know people have preferences. I guess I'm trying to respect that. I guess I'll go with the y equals mx plus b mode to see what happens. Y is equal to 8 over 9x plus b, plugging in our x's and y's. I don't like to deal with negatives. I'm going to deal with this one instead, the positives. 4 is equal to 8 over 9 times 5 plus b. This is going to be ugly simply because it's going to require us to multiply this, and you're going to have an ugly fraction, but there's nothing we can really do about that. And then we're going to have to add fractions with different denominators. So 4 is equal to 8 times 5 is 40, 9 times 1 is 9, 40 over 9 plus b. All right, in order to get b, we're going to have to get this over, so it's going to be b is equal to 4 minus 40 over 9. All right, I'm going to assume you know how to do this. I'm going to convert this fraction on the left. That's the same thing as doing 36 over 9, because 36 divided by 9 is 4. Minus 40 over 9, that's going to give you negative 4 over a 9. Okay, I'm not thrilled about that, but it is what we get. So we end up with, altogether now, y is equal to 8 over 9x minus 4 over 9. It's not pretty, but I think it's right. We're going to test it out. If I get another one just like this, I'm going to do the other method just to demonstrate that it's actually a little bit easier to do that. Okay, so y is equal to 8 over 9x minus 4 over 9, if that's not incorrect. Let me just verify. 8 over 9x minus 4. Oh, I didn't write the 9 down. Okay, that's careless. Let me write that down. 9. Okay, so now I can go back to what I was doing. 8 over 9x minus 4 over 9. I keep putting that y in there. I don't know why I do that. All right, so let's see if that's correct. All right, it took the syntax. That's a good. Hey, we got that right.